Sweet Fedora. Michael fucking Jackson.
It's not really a fedora. It's also not mine.
Okay. Does that matter? I don't understand. Does he have headphones?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, no, he's listening.
3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the Target Practice Podcast.
Is that
First of all, shut the fuck up. Second of all, it's not really a fedora.
what is it?
I don't know. It's like a sun hat.
Is that like a Cheech Marion hat? Kind of like.
Nope. Think he wears a fedora.
Yeah, he does. Exactly.
It's like almost an Indiana Jones hat.
Almost. Yeah. Okay.
It's got a longer, wider brim than a fedora.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's fucking on.
Dude, this thing's it's like got fake burlwood and shit on here.
It's like fake marine mat.
Yeah.
He looks like he's on like a tea tasting adventure in Britain.
Yes. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. 100%.
Where he just got back from.
Yeah.
Bunch of Earl Grey.
Yeah. Just hammering Earl Grey.
Fucking gross.
I love the I love what this thing. Does this thing have this all the time? Or?
Yeah. You gotta take that thing off.
Oh, okay. So it says it. It's like we got instructions.
There's buttons you have to push on
Click
these.
to switch vaping mode. Hold 1 second to switch brightness.
Yeah, so if you hold it, you switch it to like day or nighttime brightness.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay.
And
so that's like right here or what?
Yeah. Like if it's black, you can just hit the button to fire up your LCD. But then after it's fired up, you can switch it to boost mode and then back to normal. And then if you hold it, it'll switch your brightness settings, which I always keep mine the nighttime mode because it takes less battery.
It's on boost mode right now.
Yeah, it always starts in boost mode.
So we want to go normal
I'm
mode.
telling you, man. First it's going to burn your battery, and second, it's just too much.
It looks like this is a game I used to play at Pachanga. Like hot sauce.
Oh,
hot sauce game.
Oh yeah, hot like chili fire.
Yeah, like hot
Chili
sevens
fire.
and whatever.
Yeah.
That's the.
It also looks like the Wicked Wheel, little devil guy. Mm-hmm. Because of the fire on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, those are good games. I like those games. Is it good?
It's not bad.
Paul bought like a big version of
that's
the
all the
vape
way open.
we normally smoke. Yeah, I would run it all the way open. Those ones are pretty hot. He bought like the triple capacity of a flavor he's never tried before.
Cherry limeade, man. Raspberry limeade.
Is it good?
You can't.
You can. Is it good?
It's not bad.
Let me try it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm kind of jealous that it's black and red. That
That's
looks
kinda sick.
sick.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I pretty much bought it because of that.
Did you know it was going to be black?
I saw it in the thing. I had no idea, actually. No, because this is the box. Oh yeah, it's black on a deal.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get better, too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. They get much better after like the first 100 puffs. Oh, that's weird. Tastes like raspberry ice. The Crystal Light flavor.
Yeah,
Which is delicious. So
fucking in, son. Don't trip. I'm good.
yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very good.
What a day.
Was it a day?
Yeah. What a nightmare.
Busy?
Fuck.
I wish I could tell you my day was a nightmare, but it fucking wasn't.
It wasn't a nightmare. It was like so we're in the process of putting a brand new website together. Dude, so much shit. This guy's doing it. He's a bad dude, right? Like just super good at what he does. And so it's a complete wholesale change. Complete. I mean, from fucking ground up.
Okay.
And we got all kinds of stuff going on. And it's just like we have to, like me and the owner, we have to like spend time, like tomorrow I got to be upstairs for 2 hours minimum while we're going through like all this stuff, just to like get the menu set up right.
Yeah.
So that we can give this dude all the info so he can do his nerd thing, like, write code and all that crap. But I got a trainee
Fun.
on the front, So
Installs?
No, on the floor, like
at
sales,
the desk, yeah.
like taking calls. We just switched over to a brand new phone service,
Oh, fun.
So like, and that happened today.
Is it like GPS or whatever?
Midday.
GPS, whatever that
I went
is.
to a company called Ring Central.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it's all app based, you know.
Yeah.
We can do everything from the phone. Like we
that's
can
cool.
change everything, recording, all this. So it's amazing. But brand new.
Yeah.
It literally today at like, I got a phone call. We got a phone call at like 11:30, 11:45. It went to the other app. So it's like it flipped.
Yeah.
And the first phone call that came in, I couldn't hear him. I'm like, awesome, off to a fucking firing start. Like,
Yeah.
So I called him back. Worked. After that, it was flawless. So what happened was just like that first incoming call.
There was a lull.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like when you call in now that you like get parked, and then,
Right.
and then as soon as one of the phones frees up, it immediately rings to that phone.
okay.
So it's like
How often are people getting parked though?
a bunch,
Really?
dude.
Well, you're on the phone for a long time too, right?
Yeah,
That's
and
the thing.
Like, I would say on Mondays,
Yeah.
probably 60 to 80 calls.
Jesus.
I would say pretty close. It tapers off slowly during the week.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I don't know, man, we're blessed. That's all I can say. Like the other guys in the industry right now, we've heard from other people that like, and just in general, like their bays are empty, and like empty being like maybe one or two boats.
Yeah.
We are filled. Like
Right.
I've got 6 boats in there right now. It's just, we're blessed. I don't know. It's taken a bunch of hard work,
Yeah.
and I'm just tap at the very beginning of it. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's a lot easier to keep customers when like people are coming from like a 4-state radius on each side of you to bring the boat.
I talked to a guy
there.
from Cali today.
He's gonna bring his boat all the way from
Yes.
California.
He sent me pictures. This is the craziest thing. I'm not
That
gonna
is the craziest thing I've ever
sent
heard.
pictures. Email. Hey, this is the boat. He's got a badass boat. It's a 2013 Ranger 522.
Okay.
Big boy. Like, fucking
Yeah.
beautiful shape. Beautiful shape. Snaps photos, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, it's a 909 number, you know? I'm like, man, that picture looks like it is. So I email him back. I'm like, it's a good looking boat. It looks like Diamond Valley. Caught a lot of fish in that lake.
Yeah.
He calls me. He's like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, dude, I just moved like a year and a
Yeah.
half ago. No shit. So we go talking. It's a big build. Whole thing, you know, carpet, the whole nine.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And that's going to be one of the farthest that
Yeah, I
we've
mean,
ever had.
as far as you can go the other direction.
Other than
Besides Alaska, I guess.
other than Gussie, who's in top of Canada.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
It's a long trip for him.
I can imagine. What part of Canada? The New York side?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll say that. Like, I mean, he's up.
My Canada, my geographical education on Canada is so bad. Most people are on the New York side, right? That's like where Toronto's at.
Toronto, Montreal. Montreal's over there. You got a lot on the other side,
On the
which
west
is like
coast
Vancouver,
side.
Vancouver
Vancouver,
Island,
yeah.
Winnipeg, Calgary. It's all over there.
Yeah.
And
What's in the middle?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Mule deer?
Yeah, bears.
No.
Lots of bears.
Like,
Yeah.
like what's above like the Dakotas and Montana? Is there like major cities there? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's Calgary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Calgary's above Montana. I only know that
okay.
because we used to drive up there to see family.
Gotcha.
And they lived in Calgary. Calgary, like my family's from like Calgary, Winnipeg, Vancouver Island. So like from Calgary west.
Yeah.
So that half of Canada.
I have no idea.
But yeah, I guess he comes from a very long way away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 20-some hour, 29 hours, something like that.
Yeah, that's far.
So he doesn't get to go back. So once he comes in, he's there.
He's just here. Yeah.
Like he'll go back. Like he
Well, I mean,
fly
it's
back.
kind of on his way to his first rest stop, anyways.
Yeah.
Because
But I mean,
Florida, right?
But
Normally?
he's got a family, you know. So like,
That's true.
like he might fly back, or have them come down. But
would
he
say they don't
can't
ride
go up
with
there,
him or something?
Like mid-season, that doesn't happen.
They don't do the RV thing.
No.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Carl does.
Yeah. A lot of them started doing that.
Gerald. Yeah. All those
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do, and they all kind of travel together.
It's easier too when your kids are grown and you just have, just you and the wife. It's like, who fucking cares at that point?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they have a lot of fun. I mean, Carl's a lot
homeschool
of
kids in an RV while your dad's fishing bass tournaments.
Yeah.
Hopefully winning.
Yeah.
Or coming close.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a rough life. I used to think that that's what I would have wanted to do if I could pick my path.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to do that. Do you know how stressful that is?
I do.
I
do actually.
Yeah. Like, you know how stressful that would be? Like,
I mean,
it stresses me out just because I want to catch fish for fun and sometimes can't.
Yeah. I don't envy them at all. I mean, they're bad motherfuckers, though. I mean, the mindset that they have is just different. And I guess I would say that, and for anybody that doesn't understand, like, or there's going to be plenty of people that are like, yeah, whatever. Like, when you're talking about a professional athlete, right?
Yeah.
And I say that, and people are laughing right now because we're talking about bass fishing. But please don't. You have no idea what you're talking about. You really don't. Like, these guys are on their boats for 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
During tournament season, almost 6 or 7 days a week. Like,
at least
if you go to a tournament,
6.
so an elite, like a Pro Series event. So if you're Bassmaster Elite or MLF Pro, or even the Opens on the Bassmaster side, or the Invitationals or Toyotas on the MLF side. Before the event, like, so let's say they have 7 events a year, 6 or 7, depending on who you're fishing for. You have between 3 and 5 days of pre-fish before the tournament. If you go through the entire tournament, you're lucky enough to get to the top 10 for day 4 on the elites. You've now fished for 7 days straight.
Yeah.
7 days straight. Like, and tournament or pre-fishing, you're there from dusk till dawn.
Yeah, 12 hours.
You're at least 12 hours, right? So they're at, I think they're at Smith, if I'm not mistaken. The elites they start tomorrow. I mean, you guys don't know. It's well beyond that now, but
yeah.
anyway, it was like 110 for like the last 3 days. It was like 110, 108, 105.
Fun.
And Carl was saying like they were out for 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
Right. And then they start tomorrow. So you're talking about 45 hours on the water in 110 degree weather. Plus, now you start the tournament. That's just to try and find fish. Then you got to start the tournament, and so on and so forth. So the type of mental like game that plays on you, like to that kind of toughness that you have to like, just like the fitness that you have to have, that level of fitness to be able to stand up for like 15
I was going to
hours
say like
or get up and down. And then, I mean, it's not a joke. Like
standing on the deck of a boat for 15 hours and for like 3 to 5 days straight.
Yeah.
Is, I mean, debilitating for most people that haven't done it.
Yeah. Not only is it debilitating,
it is not like,
that's in 75 degree weather.
It is not like standing at your job for 8 to 10 hours.
No.
Because,
and let me tell you something, no one stands at their job for 10 hours straight.
No.
Period.
Right. But what I'm saying is like, you're not on solid ground.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you have a rough water or not. It could be completely glass.
Doesn't matter.
When you move, the boat moves.
Right.
So your muscles are always adjusting to like your sea legs, right? They're adjusting.
Yes.
And it is like all those muscles firing literally the whole time. It's tiring.
It's insane.
It's tiring.
It's insane how.
Not to mention if it's a rough water day.
Right. Or yeah. So then you got rough water days or weather days, right?
Yeah.
Where it's blowing.
Then
30,
you better lean against
40,
that freaking half seat, man.
Or it's raining and you're soaking wet for 15 hours a day, but you still got to be out there because that's your job.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's not a whole lot. There's really not a whole lot of jobs that you have that you go through all of that. And again, I'm not trying to like say you guys should be nice or like, you know, it is what it is, man. Like I get it. It's still professional bass fishing or whatever. But to say that they're not athletes is bananas.
Yeah.
I will argue with anybody.
Some of them don't look very athletic.
No.
Those ones also sit in a chair.
They also don't win.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's not forget. I mean, again, like I'm not trying to be an asshole at all.
But yeah, you're right, because they can't put in the work.
But yeah, I mean, really, you need that time every fucking day on the water all the time. You're talking about, I mean, other than Rick Clunn, who's done it for 40 some years, and he's still going, which is just absolutely insane, amazing. But it's not like the stars of that sport.
They're all young, fit guys.
A lot of them are, yeah.
I mean, if you look at like the top 5 right now, they're all young, fit dudes.
Yeah, they are. And they're all like ex-ball players too, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, So,
I mean, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's, you know, being quote unquote behind the lines now, or more so than I was before.
Behind the line.
I mean, just, you know, it's a super interesting deal.
Daily dose of debauchery.
Oh yeah, brand new. Never had this before.
Never had this.
Might be terrible.
Could be. This is from 420 Brewery in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hot Atlanta.
This is the Sweetwater 420. Sweetwater Brewery, I'm sorry. It's the 420 is the line of their IPAs. This is the Sweetwater Gummies Fruit Punch Double IPA. I only know it's double because there's 2 I's in the IPA.
No shit. Yeah, it is, huh?
And it's 9.5%. So it's basically an Imperial IPA. Mm-hmm. No, that's what it is. Imperial. That's what it is. Double Imperial. It's the same shit. Is it a hazy, I wonder? I mean, like, you would think, right?
I'm not like... I just do this all the time now. I just roll all of my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
And tap on it.
Especially if it's a hazy, because it's going to have sediment.
Yeah.
You got to roll, tap, flip it upside down, tap. Gently, though. You know, you got to be crazy about it.
Well,
Let's hear. Wait. Yeah, that's a good one.
From the Brewers of 420.
Okay. Yeah. 420 is good. That IPA they got. It's good. All right, well.
Want to smell it?
I did smell it.
It smells
on the nose, it just smells like a double IPA. Here we go. Whoa. It's really sweet. It tastes like gummies.
Yeah, it does.
The weird thing is it tastes like all the gummies.
Yeah. So if you were to buy a bunch of gummy bears.
And like all the gummy bears and melted them,
and then you had just a gummy bear.
Yeah, that's what this flavor is. Like, you're right. No, yeah, it's like... I mean, to be fair, though, it is called fruit punch, meaning like a bunch of fruit.
Also true.
I wonder why, like, the gummies maybe is just like the marketing ploy. Because it looks cool. There's like Swedish fish and like gummy cherries.
Yeah, there's another one. The other one is not fruit punch. It is tropical fruit IPA, which I almost got that one. It's the same deal, gummies. I kind of feel like I would have rather gone that way now.
You know what's weird about it is it's like in the middle, like it almost wants to be like the flavor profile wants to be a sour, but then it like kicks you with like the super hoppy alcohol of an Imperial IPA. Mm-hmm. I wish it would just choose one side or the other, kind of. Like I wish it would have just taken the sour route, or I wish they just would have taken the IPA route.
It is interesting.
Yeah,
like the aftertaste
is all Imperial.
Yeah, but it's also like Imperial gummies, like it's gummy bears.
The first thing you taste is all sweet.
Yeah.
Like when you taste it, like your first drink is like, oh, that's going to be a sour. And you're like, no, it isn't.
Yeah,
no, it isn't.
It's good. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not sure I would not necessarily sure I'd buy it again.
No, but I'd be comfortable ordering it somewhere that I knew that was what it tasted like.
I bet that on tap would be pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like knowing
If
that
you were to give it a rating, 1 to 10,
just like a general beer rating, like how
Yeah.
if I I would
like
probably
I want to do I was thinking about this. Like it would
Okay.
be kind of fun to do a rating system.
probably should when we're drinking all these new beers
Why not?
and stuff.
And one being you're never going to drink that again. Obviously, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't ever under any circumstance.
Not even if it
drink
was
that
given
again.
to you.
Right.
Yeah. 10 being like
10 being I'm buying into the company.
yeah. 10 being like you would seek it, like you would drive to seek it out,
Yeah, you would call
like
ahead
near and far.
and tell them I will give you dollars.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
put it aside.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I like the scale.
This can evolve too. So it's like
I think that scale is good.
yeah.
Like I think that basically sums up my beer
Like
drinking.
10 would be if you walked into the liquor store and you saw somebody with one
and that was the
and
last
you
one.
walked in and you were like, that was the last one, you would seriously consider doing one of two things. Either A, going the route where you'd be like, hey, I will pay you double to buy that
Sure.
from you, or B, just run into him.
throttle him.
Yeah, just fucking throat punch him and be like, don't ever fucking talk about my girlfriend like that again, motherfucker.
Seriously.
And just take
Okay.
it and just, yeah.
Okay. I think this. Let me get one more drink before I make this.
Okay.
I'm like done with half of it already because my first 3 drinks were glugs. So hold on. Well, first of all, let me go in a little depth about how I feel about it.
Okay.
On the nose, it's all there's like a tinge of sweetness, but like all Imperial IPA. Like this is the ethanol from the alcohol coming off of it because it's 9.5. I mean, you can't get away from that.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. I like to smell that. I like to know that I'm going to get drunk quicker.
Sure.
The taste, I feel like it's got that really like it feels less carbonated than I want it to be.
That's interesting. I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Because it
I couldn't
feels
put my finger on it.
not necessarily thick, but it's very like creamy, like milk.
It is.
Like milk isn't thick.
Yeah.
Like
it's
it's
got
no thicker than
lactose in
water,
it.
but it's like, yeah, it's got like, there's like sustenance to it.
Hmm?
It is thick, almost like melted, there's like melted gummy bears in there. Like you're right.
like
Like it's syrupy almost, I
Yeah.
guess. Like it's viscous.
This is a food almost.
Yeah. What is the other thing that's weird is it coats your mouth like not liquid would do. So I'm not big on the mouth
Like
feel
a
of-
Swedish fish because they
Yeah, that waxy
that
like
waxiness. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not big on that. I think I would be bigger on that if it was a sour and it was like supposed to be that and like that's what I was like planning on.
Mine is getting sweeter.
Okay,
I think I
like,
didn't.
Well, also the ethanol's probably coming off of it, so your
Yeah,
nose isn't picking up as much ethanol, so that means you're not tasting as much. Also, anyways, pass it. So I'm not big on the mouthfeel. The nose is good. As far as the taste, like I wish it would go one way or the other. It kind of finds us somewhere in the middle, and because of that, I have to give it like a 6.2.
Okay. That's
Would drink again, no problem. I'm gonna have another one.
Yeah.
because it's 9. Look, the 9.5 is making this a 6.2.
it bumps it over the.
If this was a 5 or 6,
average.
it would be a 4.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So have you seen that when you say would drink again, like it that you just reminded me of Chef Create.
Oh yeah, Chef Reactions.
Guys,
100%.
absolutely.
100% would eat.
yeah,
Probably 10.
right. Guy's hilarious.
He's like,
he
2 out of 10, 100% would eat.
yeah. It's one. He'll go like 0.43. Fuck it, I'll try it.
We pick it up
Like
and
that.
eat it. Yeah, he's funny.
He's great. Yeah, he's really good. Anyway, if you guys haven't seen him, go to Instagram.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's funny.
shout out a little bit because he's hilarious. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what it
Jarlic.
reminded me of. Yeah, Jarlic is my favorite. Like he calls it Jarlic. He has some great
Yeah, he does
terms
have
for the
some-
things that
yeah.
he does. I wish I had a little more backstory on him. Anyway, because I don't know what he's done.
listening to
necessarily.
him, like just like the way he talks and like the words he uses, like
Yeah.
he's obviously classically French trained, like most of them are,
Yeah.
and
definitely.
probably been doing it a minute.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know
But
him.
also, he doesn't
off
have
this
that
way.
like super like uppity type French cooking style
No.
in his voice and like the
No.
way he portrays himself. So like that makes me think that he probably works somewhere that's like a super nice, like maybe like, no, I want to say brewery, but like a super nice like pub style food area.
Yeah.
That's what I get from that dude. Like
Yeah.
he's not doing like chicken cordon bleu every
No.
night. Like he's doing like
Like
really upscale versions.
Like
of
you don't think he's serving $100 plates?
No, I
No.
don't think he's. Not that he couldn't. I think he's. I think
Yeah,
that he.
I think he has.
Yeah, probably.
he has.
I think in probably the beginning. Wow, I'm
think-
like we've like done the whole profile of this guy off of like videos we've seen on Instagram.
So funny. It's I mean, that's where we go here.
Yeah,
That's where we go here.
Well, that's what I've been thinking about that guy every time I watch his videos. I think about him like I've been developing this.
I do too.
This whole like
Yeah.
rundown of this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
life.
I mean, I've watched some YouTube stuff on him because he does like these things where he goes to Vegas or he goes to Miami, he goes to like Disney World.
I haven't seen that.
He like goes to these different restaurants and stuff like that, and he kind of just voiceovers what he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
and stuff. By the way, the Instagram stuff's way better. Like because I mean the YouTube stuff's it's like him and his boy went to UFC in Vegas and they went to a bunch of restaurants. Hell's Kitchen was terrible. He said.
Yeah, I mean.
Or no. Hell's Kitchen. It was good. He went to Burger,
Oh,
and he was like,
Gordon Ramsay
he was
Burger.
like, no offense to Gordon Ramsay, this fucking place is terrible. It was gross. He said it just wasn't good. Like, well,
all
I
of
mean,
Ramsey's restaurants are so packed all the time.
yeah, I mean, dude, you imagine having to keep up like with the ability to make everything like. There's no
Well,
way.
what's funny too is like Hell's Kitchen should be good because it's the same fucking menu. Like they run the same like majority like the same entrees. Like
How do you
rotation.
fuck up a burger? The name of the joint is
Yeah.
Burger.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
and
it's
he's
fucking
got Gordon Ramsay's steak. Yeah.
burger. And I mean, I look at it like, you know what? I'm gonna finish this up first. Like you, I'm sorry. We fucking go off on these tangents,
I know.
which is fine.
6.2 is what I gave that beer.
6.2. Okay. Well, I pretty much feel the same way about it that you do.
Okay.
I'm missing something.
I just want it to go one way or the other. I don't even necessarily want it to go one way or the other. I want it to go more one way than the other because right now it's split right down the middle. And I don't like that.
Yeah. I like, obviously, if it's not a super impressive beer, the fact that it's 9.5 is
Yeah, you're always going to win.
so that's going to bring it over a 5. Again, same reason you did.
Yeah, I think, like I said, if it's a 5%, I think it's a 4 all day. 4.5.
I mean, yeah, 6, 5, 8, 6, somewhere in there. I mean, it's like basically exactly the same. Because there's nothing that's outstanding about it.
No.
Right? The only thing that's outstanding is it's 9.5. Right?
Yeah.
The only thing.
And that's fun. That's great too because usually when the Imperials come in, they usually come in at like 9 flat or like 9.1 or 9.2. You got 9.5. I mean, you guys pushed it.
Here's my thing about this. I don't know if you noticed this or not. I have. So far, I haven't been able to pick out an exact fruit.
No. Well, fruit punch. I mean, right? You shouldn't. I mean, I guess maybe that wasn't their goal. I also don't get like any like fruit punch, man. It just tastes like a bunch of like it just tastes.
I don't get a fruit punch
fruity.
at all. Yeah, fruity. Yeah, which
Like it doesn't have that fruit punch flavor. Like I don't care what fuck fruit you put in fruit punch. Like it tastes like fruit punch, like Hawaiian punch, or like Minute Maid fruit punch. Like all fruit punch has the same.
And we'll probably have it on the. We'll for sure drink it at some point.
The Voodoo Ranger.
The Voodoo
one
That that
tastes like
fruit punch. It tastes like like Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, Hawaiian
I mean, it has it. If I was betting, man, I would bet it had it in it.
When Monkeytown brews the Valley Girl Cleanse Hawaiian Punch Sour, I'll buy a 4-pack and have it canned because they'll can it right there for you, which is great.
Nice.
Yeah, they just can it, punch the top on right there.
It's perfect.
Yeah, and we'll do that one too because that one's very good.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in. I mean, this is great. This is good too. I like this. It's getting better.
Yeah, they do. They tend to get better,
Yeah.
especially these ones, the bigger ones for some reason. I don't know.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It's good.
Are we gonna talk about the Hocktois girl?
Nah.
Spit on that thing. Did you think of something since the last week's episode, did you think of anyone else between the Catch Me Outside girl and her that have gone like super viral for saying like a couple things? Like I came up blank, man. Like I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting. But
I got one, but I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good.
But it went viral?
Nah, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there is something, but
I'm sure there's something that I'm forgetting and obviously not remembering those. But man, I mean, it's crazy how fast it went so viral.
okay. So the one I think of, which doesn't have anything to do with some weird teenager, fucking, whatever, some chick.
I'm just thinking anything.
Biden falling off that bike.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. That brings me to the next. The Let's Go Brandon thing started in NASCAR.
Right.
Everyone was going, fuck Joe Biden. They thought the supporters thought you. They were saying, let's go Brandon.
I mean, yeah, that one's a big one.
That one was big. That one got
still big.
Bumper stickers, shirts. I mean,
people are still saying that. People are still putting
chanting it at concerts.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like that one. Yeah. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all if you went to a concert tonight and someone was yelling fucking Hawk Twa. Like, I wouldn't surprise me if the whole audience was chanting spit on that thing.
I don't know if we touched on it in the previous podcast, but I thought that it was a Japanese dude's new swim bait.
Yeah, you said that.
Because the first I saw of it on a social media site, which was Facebook, was a swim bait with Hawk Twa on it. And I'm like, some new Japanese swim bait dude that's just like setting the world on fire with $1,000 swim baits.
Yeah.
No, it's not that at all. Some broad in fucking
Nashville.
Not a school teacher.
I saw. She was
not a preacher's daughter.
She was a teacher.
It was all bullshit.
Really?
Yep, all bullshit.
Did you look it up?
I did. I didn't. Courtney did. I was talking to her about that, and
I didn't hear the preacher's daughter thing. But I heard she was like a teacher's aide or something.
Yeah. So check it out. So she sent me like the links to these two reports that came out.
Okay.
They're both from Kentucky, which is funny.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Is she from Kentucky?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But what? So she sent me the links on Facebook, and they both were from like these different folks. Oh, here they are. Local preschool teacher has been forced to resign from her job after schools. So when you click on it, it's all satire. It actually says it.
Okay.
It's satire.
So do we know what she was?
No one does.
Because the post I saw was that she was
And this one was like a preacher. It said it was a preacher's daughter.
Okay.
Not.
Like the post I saw was that she was some type of in the schooling area.
Mm-hmm.
That she had gotten fired for it. That once the video went crazy, she shut down all her social media.
She did that.
Yeah, I'm sure she did that. And then some clothing brand had approached her, or some brand had approached her to like do merch, and then she was just gonna fucking take it head on. And she will, if she does it correctly, she will make millions off of this.
Yeah, you should come out of hiding and start making paychecks.
Yeah.
Because whatever you were doing before pales in comparison.
You fucking Hawk Twa now. I don't give a fuck what you did before.
Yeah. You need to remix
now
it.
what you're doing for work is spitting on that thing.
That's it. 100%.
I'm just saying.
With nothing. That's your new job.
I saw one today, dude. Some guy was in his car. He's like, I got a hot take on this video. And he says, she says Hawk Twa. And he says, the hawk noise is like a loogie. He says, if you spit a loogie on my dick, I'm not going to be happy.
So one of the reports said she was 23. The other one said 25. And
close enough in age doesn't bother me at all.
No, I'm just saying like there was some.
I could believe that she was either of those. I could believe she was older. 29.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see if there's a Hawk Twa thing like on my feed right now.
Oh, 100% there is.
Yeah.
You go to Reels, you'll find one super quick.
Oh,
like,
sure.
When she comes out of hiding, like, where do you think she goes first? Like, what's her best bet? Like, I feel like she just goes to Rogan first.
Yeah.
He was talking about it.
I know.
He thought it was the greatest thing ever that someone could go so viral for something so stupid.
That's also true. Yeah.
And I agree. I'm trying to find it right now. Like, if I go to my Reels here, or my Shorts, whatever fucking Reels. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let me count. I'm going to count for you guys how many I go through before I get to one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be a lot. 5. It's dying down, guys. 6.
It's already done.
7. Oh, there it
7.
is. Got it. 6. It was my 6th one. Old Robert Frank back at it.
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
I only know it is because he hasn't said anything about it yet on the screen, but the title of it is Hawk Twa. So six reels in, I've got one.
There it is.
And this is weeks later.
There it is. I think it's, I don't know. This is just silly. Like,
and I could scroll my post. The posts too, I'd find one quick too. So one of the dudes I worked with at San Quentin posts like 3 a day about it. He must think it's like the funniest thing ever. And you know what? I'm here for it.
Did you see?
Let's see.
I just saw a thing on Hardy.
Did he post something about it? Wouldn't surprise me.
No, you got to keep that girl away from him. He'll eat that bitch. Have you seen him lately?
Is he getting fat?
He looks like the old Hardy got eaten by the new one.
Oh.
This dude has gained a freshman 100. It's bananas.
Hey, man, he's making that good money now. He's eating that good food. Look at, here it is. It's him
So
from
crazy.
San Quentin. Poca Hawk Twa.
Unbelievable.
The best meme I've seen from it was the Tim McGraw thing, though.
Okay, you talked about it. I haven't seen it.
Tim McGraw's song "Indian Outlaw."
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fucking chorus says,
Yeah.
I'm an Indian outlaw." And the real song says, "Got Cherokee and Choctaw," but someone edited it and say, "Got Cherokee and Hawk Twa." God damn it! I love the internet. So the you know what's funny is like after I saw the original video,
Yeah.
just thought it was hilarious, and then like maybe like the next day or something, like I saw the first remix of it, and it was like a rap remix of like them like dubbing over it a bunch. It was like, you know, like, and then I was like, oh, that's funny. Like someone else saw that video too, and then it was just like over the next 2 or 3 days after that, it was just like that's all I saw.
Yeah, no.
Every reel I flipped for like that next day after that, like every reel I flipped was something about her. That's crazy.
Bitch needs to get paid.
I don't know. You got to stop hiding, man. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Everyone's already seen it.
You need to embrace it.
Yeah. Everyone has already seen it.
This is the world we live in, sweetheart.
Yeah. Look, man, a guy who you know is making videos for social media came up to you and you decided to say what you said, like knowing really that it was going to go on social media, obviously not knowing how viral it was going to go. But you were comfortable enough to say it when you were probably intoxicated on Broadway.
Yeah.
It's already out there, man. Why not own up to it now?
There's no reason not to.
Millions, make them. That dumb bitch on Dr. Phil made so much money.
She wasn't even 18 yet, wasn't she?
I don't think so.
Because there was like a whole thing about her, like, you know, like her parents had the money or some bullshit.
Whatever.
Da, 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 da.
She didn't need the money anyways. I'm just spending on stupid stuff. 40s and
Yeah.
whatever else those hoodlums spend their
Those
money
hood
on.
rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that girl was gross.
Yeah.
Anyways.
was a
Yeah, it's
weird
fucking
thing.
crazy. It is so wild.
Social media is a weird thing. And we've known that for a long time. But like,
What do you think it is that makes something like that go so viral? Is it like something that like everyone like just I don't know, relates to, but like it's just like obviously everyone has to find that funny, right? Like the masses have to share the enjoyment of it.
Yeah, I think there's okay. So the one thing social media has done besides, you know, in some people's eyes, completely destroyed the world as we know it, has also brought out like the most creative people ever in existence.
Yeah.
Because they can just be behind a camera or even be behind a computer and never show their face and be very creative and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
More so, you're able to instantly show the world, literally the world, something that you did. And anything can go viral at any second of any day, right?
Yeah.
So you have more of that. Everything is content.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's, well, I think social media. So when I was in the academy,
Yeah.
there was a sergeant, hilarious. Oh, sorry there, bud.
What are you
Anyway,
don't diddle the no-named Sasquatch.
So there was a sergeant that told us that he thought inmates were there for our entertainment.
That's a very old school mentality.
Yeah. And he told a story about, to solidify his point, right?
Okay.
Where the dude, an inmate, when he was working on the line, tried to commit suicide.
Uh-huh.
So he had it all calculated out. He was on, like, let's just call it third tier. And it was 10-foot tiers.
Yeah.
Right? 30 feet. Plus him, 6 feet. That's 36 feet. Right?
Sure, yeah. Brain to floor, 36 feet.
Right.
Okay.
So he calculated it out and he tied it off and he jumped. And
I know the story. He told us
he
the same
hit the
story.
ground
Yeah.
and broke both of his legs. Just shattered his
Yeah.
legs. And on the way to the hospital, who the now sergeant was with him on the transport, the guy said, I had it all planned out. You know the guy.
Yeah.
I had it all mathed out. It was 10 feet per tier plus 6 feet. That's 36 feet. He's like, yeah, dumbass. Like, you got to hang, dummy. Yeah. Like, you can't.
No, yeah, you got the head to, like,
You got
concrete
the actual measurements are fucking spot on.
You did good, man.
Yeah.
To the
You
micron.
Right. You needed 10 less feet.
Yeah.
Dummy.
I mean, any less feet would have been good.
Right. He's like, go back to fucking school, man. While this dude was in excruciating pain. In any case, very funny. Not the end of the story. 20 years later, he goes on a Cosset, you know that name, bringing
tour.
people like us, academy folks,
When you take cadets from the academy to a real prison.
to a real prison to show them what's, And that inmate rolls up to him in a fucking handicap
wheels
in a wheelchair. It was like, hey, motherfucker, I got a fucking degree in algebra. He's like, you're in a fucking wheelchair, dummy.
Degree in algebra.
I got a college degree.
Yeah.
Whole thing. He's like, awesome, man. You're still in prison with a fucking wheelchair, dumbass.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta have a ramp now.
Yeah.
Now you're on the first tier only.
Too bad you didn't go to school
How are
before
you
you were in prison.
How are you connecting this to social media? You just want to tell a prison story.
Because no, not at all. Because that's not even a good one.
No.
I mean, it was kind of funny, but you know, at the time, he's much better at telling that story. Obviously, he's got polished. At this point.
Sure.
The reason I bring that because he said inmates were here for our pleasure. Social media is here for my pleasure.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
I go to social media for my pleasure because the amount of fucking idiots on social media makes me happy. Like watching videos of people hurting themselves.
There's plenty of them.
Of people saying dumb shit. It makes me so happy.
Sure.
To be a part of this age of communication, in my opinion. And so I relate it to that. You know, what he said about inmates are here. And inmates were there for our pleasure because they were fucking, it was amazing. We've got plenty of terrific stories about idiots in prison. And also idiots on social media.
Yeah. But does the good outweigh the bad?
Social media?
For an adult, maybe.
So the thing I think about is this, like, on its face, social media is awesome for people that are, family that are across country, you don't get to see all the time.
Sure.
You get keep up with friends and family that you don't get to see on a daily basis. That's what social media was somewhat
Intended
designed for. Not really intended for. It was intended to get laid. Let's not forget. I mean,
But like,
to connect with people. You're connecting with people.
Sure, you can just do that with your phone now.
You can now, but at the time you couldn't.
Sure, that's what I'm. But yeah.
So at the time it connected people together that were not.
Yeah. There was no video calls.
Right. So friends and family, you can't see, they're in a different state, whatever.
And like I know a lot of people, like when Facebook was starting out and getting big, just like connecting with like people you went to high school with,
Sure.
or
I mean,
a bunch of old people I used to know doing that.
My day it was MySpace. I mean, Tom.
Yeah, me
Tom,
too.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. Everyone's great.
Yeah, made a lot of money. Anyway, but that's kind of where it all started. So it's like you're connecting with people, human interaction.
Sure.
You don't get to see people on a daily basis, whatever. Turns into,
non-human interaction is what it turns into.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like everybody, it seems like generational though, in a sense that like the older generation, like my grandma, for instance, she uses social media just to see all of her grandkids
Sure.
and all of her kids like doing stuff that she couldn't normally see.
Yeah.
She's 93 years old. So that's awesome. For us, for me, I go on social media because I want to see stupid people.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I want to see guys like Graham Allen cry about, politics. Like,
Sure.
He used to be really funny. He used to be fucking hilarious. He would do these rants in his truck. It was amazing. And then he just went off the fucking handle.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you would know him probably. He owns Nine Line.
Oh.
Or he's an owner of Nine Line.
Okay.
He was hilarious back in the day. He would do these rants on, and then he decided to get into politics, and it was fucking over at that point. Now it's like that. Now he's a hardcore Christian, doesn't like porn, doesn't like like apparently none of that stuff it's all the devil. Now it's pray for this, pray for that.
This guy Graham Allen is a member of Parliament in the United Kingdom. Not that guy.
Yeah. Hashtag not the same guy. But man, if you're able to go back and see his old fucking posts and shit, his old reels, they're just fucking hilarious. Well, we're talking like 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Yeah, well, pulled that out of my ass probably.
That was good. Okay, here he is. Gotcha. Don't recognize him, but I recognize 9.
I mean,
obviously.
Ex-military, obviously,
Yeah.
and he used to just have great rants, funny shit.
Okay.
And then he decided to become a politician, like a legit politician.
Interesting.
And then went uber Christian, all about Trump, Republican, blah, 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 which is fine. That's all that shit's fine. I don't care. Do what you got to do. But motherfucker, man, it went from like him talking massive shit and just having like a satire channel to like now it's, go down to the river.
Yeah, I mean, it happens a lot, especially with like combat veterans.
So here's my take on it. My take is actually not that.
Okay.
Is that, and I'm not taking anything away from what you're saying. However, he chased the money.
Sure.
The money was him growing up, taking a hard line on stuff, getting into politics, and building a social media following basically that pushed that same stuff, and that's where the money came from. So like, don't fucking kid yourself. The dude is doing it for the money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's what I think is wrong in a sense with social media. Like if you're gonna take that, if you're gonna flip 180, like don't lie about it. You're doing it for the fucking money, man. That's fine. Get your chips up. You're good.
Yeah.
Hustle.
Yeah.
You're good, bro. We're doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not making any bones over it. Like if we can fucking grow on social media and grow the podcast and do all that stuff, fucking awesome. I'm not going to change.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change. In 4 years, you're not going to hear me rapping about Christianity and how porn sucks.
I mean, maybe. It wouldn't necessarily be because of the podcast, though.
sure, man. If I come to Jesus, sure.
I'm just saying, like,
It's not going to be because, like, I decided or we decided that we're going to do that because that's where the money is.
no.
I'm not doing that.
No.
If my views change as a human being because I get older and I feel like I'm one day closer to Jesus.
Sure.
Sure. We all are.
Yeah.
Social media is a weird thing, man.
It is weird.
You know? I just, I take it for face value.
I don't think we're at, like, we can no longer live without it.
No.
Like, what about marketing? Like, essentially the only commercials on network television now are just pharmaceutical commercials.
Yeah. It's how interesting is it that, like, they haven't really penetrated social media?
I don't think they have to.
Well, they might not, but why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Why wouldn't they? Every other fucking thing's on there. I mean, you can get steroid pills, dick pills. You can do everything on social media.
Yeah.
They have that shit, like, all over the fucking
I know
place.
every fucking other thing advertisement I see is for Hims.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And now
Hims,
Hims is
Purrs,
like it was like
little blue pills, fucking
Hims
testosterone.
was like it was like a dick pill, and now all of a sudden it's like they also will do like sleeping pills, and they'll also do like antidepressants. And it's like,
yeah, they do all that stuff.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah, they do everything.
Blue Chews, that's the
Blue
one.
Chews, that's a big one. Yeah,
I see
Or-
every fucking
What's the other one? Have you seen the other one that like makes you salivate a bunch?
the dick sucking.
Yeah. Dude, we should get one of those and do a podcast.
Oh, we totally should get some of those.
Try and do a podcast while we're just drooling all over our tummies.
I love how the fucking girl. I love how it's only girls. First
Yeah,
of all, of course,
girls,
on the
yeah.
on the ad, and they're just like,
They haven't gone gay ads yet.
no.
Think about that though.
It's
You
an
get a
untapped-
couple.
it's an
You get a
untapped
couple gay
market.
dudes just chewing on those fucking things.
I'll
It's
tell
like,
you what, when
listen,
they-
girl,
Those
like,
fucking
yeah.
look, those fucking girls hit that fucking tongue out fucking face with that pill in their mouth, and they fucking cross their eyes, and that fucking spits just fucking run.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you're doing here.
Yeah.
They're like, it's if you have dry mouth, you can use this. You mean if you're
Dry-
about to suck some dick, you
Yeah,
can pop this
seriously.
fucking pill?
You know what? Put some water in there, sweetheart. You don't need a pill.
a cure for dry mouth. It's a
Yeah.
cure for getting a cock shoved down
Yeah.
your throat.
Seriously. And if the cock's big enough, it's gonna hit the dingling and make you fucking salivate anyway. I mean, you're fucked if
just
you're
like-
trying to suck a 4-inch dick. I guess that's why the pills are. Is that for 4 inches and under? Is that what that's all about?
Like it doesn't hit the juice button.
Yeah. It doesn't hit the little
guess.
juice
Hey, man.
fucking
I don't know.
punching bag back there.
What is that stuff called?
Hawk 2. Hawk 2. We should call it, they should call it pill Hawk 2.
They should
That
get
is-
a hold of her. She should get a hold of them.
Yeah. Dude, that's a whole different.
fucking
You're
Hawk
welcome.
Put
by the way.
drool all over that
Yeah.
fucking
Sir,
thing.
drool over that thigh.
Hold on, man. Spit. Okay, wait. No, I'm going to go about this one a different way. Blowjob.
We should have kept that one to
spit
ourselves.
pill.
God damn it.
Let's see. What the heck are these oral sex mints all over TikTok? Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Flint's mints.
Flint's mints.
Improved my blowjob technique. This is on Cosmopolitan.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah.
Hold on. Flint's mints. That's what they're called. Is that the ones? Flint's mints. Flint's mints near me.
Yeah. Is there any at the local gas station? Because we're going to go grab a couple and
They're
come
right
back.
next to the fucking Rhino
Yeah.
69s or
Yeah.
whatever.
Let's see if we can drool over our
these are
stomachs
them.
while we're talking on the podcast.
These are them. Flint's mints.
Does it make me want to have give a blowjob? Is that like what happens there?
I don't think they're like is like you're like is
It
an
doesn't change your
aphrodisiac?
emotional state.
No, it just lubes up your mouth.
Well, fuck.
Flint's mints.
You know.
Okay, I'm on YouTube. Hold on. There it is. Wait for it. What are they for? Flint's mints. Here we go. Okay, got it. Sour tangerine flavored. Okay.
Nice.
Explained. Oh, I don't want to see explained. Okay, here's. Oh, you are not attractive.
Mm.
You're gonna
Yeah.
need them mints.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry. Okay, here she goes. This is a different girl now.
Like
Different
last time I
It
checked,
turns your mouth into a waterfall. Oh my! Yep, that's spit coming out. I mean, that's okay.
like I don't think you need to be aroused for your mouth to start watering.
No, I don't think that. I just think that it's like a.
Unless a fat chick looks at your dick and thinks it's a fucking sausage, maybe, or I don't know.
brat.
Yeah. Be like,
Cheddar
brat. Like one of those brats? Or
I
what?
just think that it's like,
Cheddar jalapeno brat?
like do some women have like chronic dry mouth? Like the dick doesn't like make you salivate? Like when you're gagging.
Would a first of all,
okay, now that brings me to a good argument here.
Okay, go ahead.
Before I forget it, let me say it. Maybe, because the only way you're getting that good spit is there has to be some gag action.
Right. You get that. Yeah. Yeah. You get that stuff from the back of the throat.
Yeah, where it's thick and viscous.
Right.
That's the only way.
Right. I understand.
Maybe these mints were originally designed for
Small
a female.
cocks.
No, shut up. A female of themselves that didn't want to have the cock.
Oh, they didn't want to hit.
Like, and maybe they have a very like weak gag reflex where it's like,
so they didn't want to hit the bag.
yeah, like you hit the fucking uvula,
Right.
and you're
Is
like
that what it
immediately,
is?
yeah, and you're immediately throwing up, like,
Right.
But this is a way to give you that fucking spit. Mm-hmm. Sure, I get it. I'm with it.
See, I
You
was
could
going.
just get like flavored lubricant.
I was going the other way.
Doesn't
I was thinking
taste
maybe
good,
that,
but-
like, you know, that your man didn't have a dick big enough to hit the fucking
Sure.
the bean bag.
Yeah, I mean either or.
Yeah. So
I mean
wouldn't give you-
that is not a lot of room there. I mean, lip to uvula is like about 3 inches, 3.5 maybe,
I mean, I don't
like
know.
a micro penis.
I've heard of them.
Sure. Yeah. No, I've heard stories.
Yeah.
But like, look, if you got a
really good
like, if
story,
your man's got a micro penis, is more spit really gonna do anything for you? Like, do you need that much spit? There's not enough dick.
Yeah. Are you blowing a toothpick? Like, just stick it in and let's roll.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are we doing here?
Are you fucking two fingering that thing? Like, I don't know, man. It's a weird deal.
Huh. If anyone's used those Flint's mints or whatever, any of those,
Just
any of those
Have a
salivating mints.
bedside water. Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't.
Yeah, but this is actually creating saliva. We're
I
not
get
talking
it.
about like
I
being
get
just
it.
moist. We're
Yeah.
talking about actual saliva.
Yeah. Look, man, if my chick can't build up enough saliva to blow me, we got problems. Like, I'm just saying, like,
with
what-
Flint's mints.
like, I don't care. Like, let's just fucking stead.
Fucking Flint's mints, get at us, dude. I'll fucking hawk the shit out of that.
Oh. Just pop one in and see how long it takes for us to start drooling while we're talking.
I'm gonna get some. We gotta find
That's
some.
a weird thing, man. I just didn't think that was ever. I guess I just didn't. I didn't imagine a world where that was necessary.
Well, like, and they're flavored too, which also is like an aid to said blowjob, right? I mean, like, they're like cherry, tangerine, sour. If they got sour
sure.
flavor, so it's like,
it doesn't just taste like dick.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's cool
If
too.
you are that unattracted to dick, like to the point where you don't want to blow somebody because it doesn't taste like tangerine or mint,
yeah, sure.
I mean, you know, switch teams, man.
I guess.
It's not like I don't know, man.
I think there's a place for these mints.
I'm sure there is, man. I
think there's
guess.
a place. There's a market. There's obviously a market.
Yeah. I just want to. It's a. Who knows? What happens when you transition from blowjob to fucking?
Maybe you don't.
Like the tangerine goes into your vagina?
I'm sure it's like pH balanced. It's got to be.
Like, what if you go just spearmint? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it's definitely some form of like not real spearmint.
Like, that would be weird, right?
Like tingle.
I
You'd
would
have
assume.
tingles.
Tingly pussy.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
happens.
I mean, sure,
I mean, there's
but
all kinds of flavored lubes that are perfectly
Yeah.
safe. So it's like,
Yeah.
why couldn't you put it into a mint? I
it's
think
just
calling them a mint is off-putting.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have bad breath. You got cock breath. I mean, are we worried about that?
Yeah,
in the
mints are
heat of
for
the
after
moment?
the blowjob.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, again, are we masking the flavor of cock? Because at that point, I mean, what are we? Yeah, I mean, fucking for love of the game, just get down
Yeah,
and do
no.
your business. Like, I don't. I just don't understand it. It's a fucking weird
I think it's
thing.
definitely more appealing to get a blowjob from someone who likes the taste of dick.
It's more appealing that for someone, to get a blowjob from somebody that wants to do it. That doesn't have to have like fucking lubricant to suck your dick.
I mean, I guess the only thing I can think of like that would be like perfectly acceptable would be like if you had chronic dry mouth.
Yeah, they didn't make them meant for 4 people. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, and I just never heard that being an issue. And again, like it's not a deal breaker. So it's like if you don't want to suck dick, then okay, then I'm perfectly happy with just fucking. Like I don't need you to like grab a mint and get lubed up so that you can perform a 38-second blowjob before I fuck you.
Nah, see, I require variety.
I'm not saying that I don't like variety. I'm just saying like how long are you sucking that dude's dick?
All the time.
No,
the
how
way.
long?
Till I fucking bust.
Okay. So you're down. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm into it too. Like, I'm fine. Like, just having a blowjob cum session. That's
Blowjob cum session.
yeah. You know.
Yeah, a blowjob to completion. I think is
whatever. Yeah.
the accepted vernacular.
Love it.
No, I got you.
Huge fan.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I don't know, man. I just how do we fucking get on the dick mints?
I don't know. Because of Hawk Twa, probably.
Oh, spit on that thing. You fucking leaking on that thing.
Losing money. That bitch is losing money.
I think fucking Flint's Mints is losing money.
They both are losing money right now.
Yeah, there's money to be made.
Got to do it, man.
Yeah.
And they're going to get fucking hacked quick, too. I mean, you're going to have liquor store
Oh, they probably already are.
blowjob mints.
I'm sure they're definitely not the first ones.
Like Chinese blowjob mints.
yeah, right
Just
next to the Rhino
love
69s or whatever the fuck the other ones are called.
Yeah, 100%.
Why are those pills so big?
The Rhino 600.
All those sex pills at the
okay.
counter.
Never tried. Have you tried them?
No, never.
No, never. I never
I
even looked
do
at,
think it's
hardly ever looked at them. I mean, I see them, I guess.
Yeah.
I just haven't paid attention.
They look like pills that are in cartoons. Like they're like crazy colored and like, you know what I mean?
Really?
Like something being Dr. Mario.
Yeah. It's all that Chinese. It's like
Rhino horn.
like rhino,
But it's not really. Not
tiger
anymore.
mane. Yeah.
Well, what's funny is what actually is in them that is actually an herb that is supposed to help. And the actual name of the herb is horny goat weed.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That needed to go in a dick pill.
Absolutely. It was made for it.
Yeah.
It was like intended for that use.
Horny goat weed.
Horny goat weed and tiger mane. You know? Little fucking unicorn
I gotta
horn.
figure it out. Hold on. Horny. A unicorn horn. Horny goat weed. It's, is that a nickname? See, look, as soon as I type in horny goat weed, Blue Chews and Hims are the first thing that comes up.
What about elk velvet? Because that's a big one too.
Epimedium, also known as Baron Wart, Bishop's Hat, Fairy Wings, and Horny Goat Weed, or Yin Yang Huo, is a genus of flowering plants in the Berber
Here we go.
Decaceae?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to get into this one.
Yeah.
The majority of these species are endemic to China, with smaller numbers elsewhere in Asia and few in the Mediterranean region. Got it. I just want to know. Special decadus of evergreen hardy perennials.
Have you ever taken a blue pill?
I've taken a Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah, only half though. Yeah.
How was it?
I probably should have took the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you lose interest after 28 minutes or what?
No. I just didn't.
It wasn't any different from your normal.
I didn't feel like it was
performing.
any different than my normal erection, and also it went away when I was when that cookie had crumbled.
Really?
Yeah, which I didn't expect.
So you figured it would just stay
Well, that's what everyone says.
just rock solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the idea that why younger people take them is so they can go get
You just
drunk
keep rolling.
and they can just keep rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I had them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I only took a half, and then I never took another one because I was like, I'm sketched out to take a whole one.
Yeah.
Being is that I can get a normal erection,
Right.
but I mean, I guess
Never
I
had a
could've.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, but man, you gotta try it.
I mean, I can imagine.
for science.
I've done it. Whole one. When I was younger. because it was like a dare.
Yeah, I mean, all it is like a blood thinner, though, right? I mean,
Just
so
like-
it's like
Take a whole pill, go to the club with your with
Sure.
your boys, and not get laid and still have a fucking heart on for 6 hours.
like it's just a blood thinner, right? Like it makes it easier for the blood to get everywhere.
Sure. I mean, you can take ibuprofen or Tylenol, I suppose.
Right. Like the ibuprofen's super liver toxic.
Also true. And then they say that, like, apparently that pill.
Like if you're on certain blood
Specifically goes
thinners
to
for
dick
like blood pressure,
weird.
you can't
It's not
take.
possible.
Yeah, that's not possible.
It's not hot. Yeah.
It's not reroute. It's not a detour to the dick because
Yeah.
of fucking Viagra.
Right. It's a weird
Yeah.
thing to say.
I had a buddy. Well, he's been on the podcast. He had the fucking
Randall?
No,
Nice.
Ricky. He had
Oh,
the fucking
okay.
Cialis drops, the liquid,
Oh,
drop
shit.
on your tongue.
Really?
And he said that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it hurt.
Dick.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'd try it. I mean, I'm in.
I don't know. I don't. Like, I just wonder, like,
I'm
even
in
if
for
you're-
science, but
Look, even if you. So let's say you do it, right?
Sure.
Stay hard. You blow.
keep going.
You keep going. Does it, like, get rid of your sensation, the sensation on your dick that makes you not want to fuck anymore for a second? Because that's a weird part. Like, after you're done.
Yeah, you're
and
just like, well, that's like another
really
thing. It's like after a while, you're
dick.
just like numb, right? Like it's just like
Yeah.
you've rubbed all the fucking feeling off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, do you just want to do it? Do
Yeah.
you just want to keep going for
Yeah.
the love of the game?
Yeah, I think that's the.
Like, that's a weird thing.
Well,
like, you're
like,
not
you can-
getting anything out of it. You're not having. Are you
Well-
still having fun?
You can be like if you're in a good mental state where like you mentally want to do it, you're mentally enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Just
But,
because your fucking dick's not feeling anything, 'cause you've been
like, when
fucking
I
for
come,
4 hours off
like,
Viagra.
I feel like coming's fun. Like, it's
Sure.
super enjoyable. But, like, if it's
like
like,
most of the world would agree.
but like leading up to it is also awesome.
Yeah.
So, like, if all the leading up to it is nothing,
Well, I think that leading
That's a
up to it
weird-
would be fine. It would be the length of time that you would lose the fucking sensation because of friction
right?
or alcohol.
Yeah, the great equalizer.
Yeah. That whole fucking whiskey did get you every time, man. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a weird thing. It's just not.
I fall victim to the whiskey dick bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
I got a bad gene for whiskey dick.
That's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got to be pretty intoxicated.
I was gonna say, like, I'm with you. Like, I've had those nights where I've been
Yeah.
like so drunk that it was just like,
I mean, I'm not talking blackout drunk intoxicated, but I mean, I got to be like,
yeah,
I mean, it's been a long time since I've been like steadily drinking enough that I could calculate how many beers it would take of a certain percentage.
yeah.
I don't even know that anymore.
No, I don't have a fucking clue.
Like, I know I used to be able to kill a sixer of Big Sur, and I'm good. Like, I'm at a good level where I need to be. Right.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I'm cruising.
You're still fucking.
Yeah, I'm cruising good at
Yeah.
6. And I know I could drink 2 6, but I could do 12. And I'm like, I'm staying home and I'm not doing it. I'm not going anywhere. Like,
Right.
I'm chilling. I'm not even going anywhere in a car. Like,
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm aware, but
Right.
I'm in for the night. Mm-hmm. That was like my 12 of those, and I was good over a certain amount of time. I knew, because I drank so much of that stuff. It was like I knew basically essentially
Yeah,
where I
right.
could get.
You knew where the Mendoza line was.
Yeah, right. And with whiskey's the same thing because I always pour, and I still do. I always pour the same amount of whiskey into my Jack and Cokes. So it's like, I know that like after like now though, I can feel it pretty good after one. It used to take 3.
Yeah, this is the same. Like, I used to
Yeah.
drink.
Hell yeah.
you know,
I feel good off
like
of one.
right. Yeah, which is fucking fantastic.
It is
by the
great.
way.
Yeah, it's like a
Like, I don't know how much I paid for these tonight. To be honest with you, I didn't pay
mean,
attention. I think the
about
whole bill was $50, but that included a couple of these and that.
yeah. I'm assuming they're probably about $10 to $12.
Sure.
Plus tax.
But I mean, if you have one of those and you're feeling good for the night,
Yeah.
fuck. I mean, you got 6
Like
days.
I have
worth of fun out of
1.9 now, and I feel good for a little while. If I double it up, I'm at a level that I really enjoy.
that. Right.
Like I'm at a level like where I want to be like at like a small group of people.
Sure.
Like that's like a level I feel comfortable with.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know with alcohol anymore really. I just haven't drank enough recently.
Yeah, neither have I.
So, yeah. Well, how long have we been going for, man? I don't have a timer over here. How long has it been, guys?
I don't know. We got like
How long have you been listening?
an hour.
It's only been an hour? Oh.
Hour and 10, I guess.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the Hawkswall girl comes out of hiding. I hope she joins up with Flint's Mints.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I want some action out of this deal. Like, did it die that quick? Are we at a point in our social media lives that like the super viral stuff happens and in like a week it's gone?
You know, okay, we can get into that for a second. Like, let's go a little conspiracial here.
Let's do it.
Is that a word? Conspiracial?
Conspiracial? No,
Conspiracial.
no,
It's definitely not a word. Of conspiracy. Conspiracy.
Let's hear it.
Hold on. Conspiracial.
I'm curious.
Conspiracial. Conspiracy. To acting, plotting, or conspiring. You're not helping me. Dictionary.com. Okay. Let's get into some conspiracy here. When it comes to like things blowing up, going viral, regardless of what they are, social media or the news. Mm-hmm. Like, how much do you think of that is like, it's a two-part question.
Okay.
Do you believe that some of that is a distraction? And if you do, how much and for what do you think the distraction is?
One more time, I was on social media.
Here we fucking go. Case in point. Distraction. Do you believe that some of the things that go viral, not necessarily on social media, but in the news and social media, because they're basically connected now, they're basically one and the same. Do you think that some of those things are a distraction from the government? And if you do, what do you think that they're a distraction for? And how many of them are distractions?
3-part question. Got it. Okay. So,
Shut up.
do I think that most of the stuff, like as far as distractions go, I think it's a fantastic platform for that.
Sure.
I think that that when you put stuff on social media and it gets legs, it absolutely makes millions of people turn a certain way, so you can just Kansas City shuffle them.
Sure.
You know, everybody's looking one way while you're going the other. I think that it absolutely happens. I think that it's a tool, for sure, a tool that they use. Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Everybody's there. It's not. I guess my thing would be this. Before it was social media, it was the nightly news. Before it was nightly news, it was a newspaper. It's no different.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. Like, this is just a newer version of someone's control over media.
Sure.
Right?
The difference is how readily available this one is.
It's readily available to the world. It is a fact that it was a factor in the last 2 elections,
Sure.
minimum.
Yeah.
That has been proven.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what side of the fucking aisle you think you're on.
Yeah.
It happened. 1,000%. It's been proven. They've come out and said it. Right.
Well, regardless if anyone says it or not, there are contributing
obvious.
factors that are not arguable, because if you have someone like Kim Kardashian is the first one that comes to my mind, that has like millions and millions and millions of followers, people that see anything she says on her phone to your phone, like, you can sway people into anything. It doesn't have to be an election. I mean, you could be like, man, I really got this face wash I like today.
They have a name for it.
It's super good.
I mean, influencer.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking name,
It
man.
is in the name. Like, you're like, I really like this face wash. It was really good. You guys, if you're looking for a good face wash, try it.
This is it.
You're getting the fucking 100 million people.
Marketing.
Some of them are going to get it.
Right.
So it's like, regardless of what it is, I mean, that's what's happening.
The government is effectively marketing.
Sure.
I mean, that's all anybody's doing on social media at the end of the day. your marketing.
Yeah.
Like if so, social media influencer became a thing.
Yeah.
Before it was that, it was like a contributor to a magazine.
Yeah.
Before it was that, it was a newspaper contribution, or whatever it was.
And you had like, you know,
Yeah.
Fox News contributors or CNN contributors, like anchors, whatever, you know.
Right. Same shit. So all they're doing is moving the money to someone else or a different direction or whatever.
It's just a different platform.
But yeah, if you take out like the Russian influence in the actual election,
Yeah.
what no one talks about is the fact that the dude that owns Facebook, Instagram, the dude that owns Meta, right?
Yeah.
Same guy. When he says something, it moves the needle.
Yeah.
When Rogan says something, it moves the needle.
Yeah.
Right? Whether they mean to do it or not,
It happens.
it happens. So, that being said, it is not hard. I mean, you affect commerce, you affect lives, you affect government with a 15-second video.
Sure.
Because you have that much of an impact.
Reach.
You have that much reach. Rogan has far more reach than Russia.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about. But if you really think about it, that's a legit thing to say. Obviously, Zuck way more reach than basically anybody in the entire universe.
Yeah.
I'll call that.
Because he controls the reach.
Well, he controls it, but he can. But everybody knows who he is. So when he gets up in front of fucking Congress, and he says something, it's on C-SPAN across the entire world. But it's also It's also casting on Facebook, which he owns, Instagram, all these things. It gets put out instantly to 8.5 billion people.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, people don't talk about YouTube. More reach than anything ever in existence. There's more clicks. There's more people watching reels or shorts on YouTube than there are people in the world every day.
Yeah.
Google, biggest media ever.
Yeah.
They own YouTube.
They're a media conglomerate.
Right. So don't get it twisted, man. I mean, it's everything is controlled on some level by someone.
You know what's interesting?
And that's not a conspiracy.
You know-
That's
You
that's
know
not
what's
like
interesting to me?
tin hat shit. This is
I was
what it
thinking
is.
about this not too long ago. What's interesting to me is, regardless of which way you go politically, what's interesting is that all these major businesses like Facebook, Google, those are the two basically I'm going to focus on because they basically own everything when it comes to social media and the internet. It's
Right.
essentially Google and Facebook.
Right.
Or Meta, whatever. What's interesting to me is like, those are both very left-leaning companies, and they are very proud of it, clearly.
Yeah, they make no bones about it.
Yeah, very left-leaning. And with all the influence and sway, like, it's still cut down the middle.
It's a win.
Essentially.
That's a win for humanity on social media level.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's super interesting to me.
What I think.
What would happen? Okay, so, like, I would be interested to see, like, what if they were right-leaning companies? Like, very, very, because, I mean, let's make no bones about it. Google and Facebook are very left-leaning.
Yeah.
We're not talking about just, like, on the left. They are very to the left.
They
Run the left.
They built the road to the left.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what it would look like if they were right-leaning. Would it be any different? Would it still just look like half?
Well, I think what's interesting is, like, you get a lot of folks, especially on the right, saying, you know, if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for Google or Facebook or whatever, you know, things would be a lot different for us on the right.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But to your point, and people talk a lot about censorship, obviously, on Facebook, YouTube, you know, all that stuff.
Facebook's really bad about it.
But there is not a day that goes by that I'm not on a social media site that I can't see without seeking it out. I'm not seeking that out. Guns,
Yeah.
2A stuff, you know, that kind of thing. right-leaning things that are happening that are, you know, they're not censoring. I'm sure they are on some level.
Yeah.
But not as much as people say they are. And like they're very passionate about that.
Yeah.
But if I go to Facebook right now, I'm going to see a bunch of stuff about guns. I'm going to be a bunch of stuff about.
That's also the algorithm too, though.
My point is that if they were fucking censoring that, you wouldn't see it on the fucking algorithm.
Sure.
They'd be pulling that shit off, but they're not.
Yeah.
And so you got to be careful when you start talking about shit like this.
Botkin had a podcast about this.
Because it's in it. Yeah. So you got to be careful, in my opinion, when you start saying shit like this, because at the end of the day, you can still see all that stuff on YouTube. You can see all that stuff on Facebook. And yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, it's your algorithm. You're fucking right, it is. But they could take that off. It's not that fucking hard. Yeah. It's just a 0 and a 1, man. Like you can take that shit off. But they're not.
But however, all those gun channels are demonetized.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
They're not making money off YouTube.
Are they now? Or when did that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Botkin talks about it. Like, the only money he makes is off of his T-Rex Arms company.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I guess I didn't know that.
That's not necessarily censoring, but it is a form of censorship.
Oh, it's 100% censoring.
I mean, you're not censoring in the fact that you're taking it away and not letting someone see it.
You're deciding whether someone gets paid over something you don't like.
Sure.
That's censorship.
Yeah. Like I said.
100% that's censorship.
So there is that. Hmm? I know the hunting channels are having a real big problem with it too.
Yeah. And, well, so I didn't know that stuff. But and that sucks. That's a fucking huge problem, because when you come out on the when you come out and you say that we're here for everybody, you're not.
Yeah.
It's obvious. Obviously you're not, because that coloring channel is getting paid, but the gun channel isn't. Why?
Yeah.
They're 18 and over. What does it matter? Like you're not pushing that to kids. It's explicit. So if that's the case, what's really going on? Right.
And like I wonder if it's every episode, is it every video?
Yeah. YouTube's got a weird
YouTube's a weird one though.
And they keep changing the goalposts.
They'll flag one and not the other.
Yeah, they keep changing the goalposts.
Yeah.
They keep switching their rules up. At the end of the day, like if we get, like, I don't give a fuck about getting paid on YouTube, because at the end of the day, you're still out there, right?
That's why they keep putting videos out.
Right, and you're still huge. You still got a massive channel.
Yeah.
And you can turn, and if I were them, I would turn all those fucking ads off. I wouldn't make anyone on that channel. And you can, and I know that, we know that because we have a YouTube channel. You can turn your ads off completely.
Right.
So, and you basically telling them, well, fuck you then. If you're not going to pay me, then I'm not going to let you run ads on my channel.
It's got to just be certain
fuck
videos.
off. Yeah. And that's just as harming to YouTube, because if you've got 4 million subscribers or 5 million subscribers, there's a lot of companies that are willing to fucking pay for ads for that.
Yeah, 100%.
So if they're not going to let you, then fuck them. Turn the ads off.
Yeah. That's a very weird thing.
Yeah. That's exactly what I would do.
The distraction.
That was very distracting.
Yeah, it was very distracting.
Yeah. Do I think it's there? Absolutely. 100%.
Yes.
It's been no different for 200 years, 150 years. First newspaper was distracting for something else. I mean, it's no different. It's just on a large level. And it's on a massive level because there's 8.5 billion people in the world.
Sure.
And 8 billion of them have fucking phones.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Like 7.5.
Whatever. It's the easiest form of
manipulation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think that it's quite as in depth as some people want to believe it is. Because like at some point, like it's either you're distracting something from something so important that the country as a whole would at some point see the results of that distraction. Or it's either that or it's like death by 1,000 cuts, right?
Yeah, I mean,
but
COVID pretty much showed you like what they would, like the lengths they would go to.
Sure. But it's like, I know like when like the Titanic submarine thing, like everyone was like distraction, like what are they doing? But it's like, I mean,
Yeah, did you make that idiot drive?
But, like,
cruise down into the depths?
Are you assuming
crunch?
like it's a distraction? Do you mean like for the next 6 days, all anyone going to do in the country is just watch videos and read articles about the submarine?
Sure.
Like,
So you guys could like pass a law about
I mean, sure,
not
maybe
being able to cross
but
the street or something.
I don't think that it's quite as in depth as people think. I definitely think it happens though. I think that it's definitely a tool, like you said.
100%.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. I mean, and that's just the way of the world. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, is it distracting or is it marketing?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Government marketing is just passing laws.
Yeah.
That's what they're
That's
marketing
it.
for.
That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get you on their team.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it.
Yeah. All right. That's pee.
Do you?
I do.
I mean, not even like an hour and a half in, you got to pee.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a weak bladder. Thanks
enough.
for hanging out with us again today, guys. It was awesome. It was fun. Still looking for names for Sasquatch.
Name Squatch.
Name Squatch.
Yeah.
Comment down below with a name. If you're just listening, follow the link in the description of the YouTube and leave a comment on the video so that we can name Squatch. What you think we should name him.
Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on all the social media.
All the platforms. 5-star ratings in the podcast apps.
That is huge.
Yeah, it is big.
All of that is free.
You know, my favorite my favorite
That helps some.
moments in podcasting we had was when we broke the top, it was top 50 for comedy podcasts.
Yeah.
That was all because you guys were giving 5 stars.
That's it. That's what it was. And we're going to do it again.
Oh, 100%.
I want to get in the top
10.
Ooh.
Oh, I want the top 10.
Oh, God. I could name like 7 of them, too.
I want the top 10 comedy podcasts, and I want top 50 podcasts overall.
God damn.
That's what I want.
You guys better get on your game.
Yeah,
we
and
better
then
get on our
Sean,
game.
Ryan, and Rogan, we're coming for you next.
God, those guys are unbelievable.
Yeah, they've transcended.
Yeah, they've gone way past.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.